Mad Maxine Waters on her way to mental hospital after what happens to her during insane rant. Dingy Democrat Maxine Waters went to the LA Pride Parade and Resist March where she sparked an impeach 45 chant. She belted out how he's not her president, or he's not their president. She talked about how Trump cheats or lies and how he's a bully who disrespects everyone. She was being her normal, barely coherent, seemingly drunk on stupid self. Listening to her babble is like listening to Charlie Brown's teacher mumbling and bumbling her way through a lesson. Maxine Waters is diving off the mental deep end and the district doesn't even know how to swim in the nonsense she spews. She's just an old, big-eyed, bubbling buffoon who needs to spend some time in a mental ward listening to herself speak. If you thought waterboarding or the water drip torture method were bad, then how about forcing someone to listen to her and Reverend Al Sharpton speak? Between the two, you can't tell who's worse. You can throw a James Brown wig on both of them and call it a circus. She says on the video who calls himself president, and yeah, stupid, we voted for him. He is our president. He's your president too. You can't pick your president after the election, just like you can't pick your gender after birth. At the annual LA Pride Parade and Resist March, Representative Maxine Waters, DCA, led a crowd in an impeach 45 chant. Waters yelled, "He is not my president. He is not your president. He lies. He cheats. He's a bully. He disrespects us all." Maxine Waters is really off the hook with this. Right now, Trump is getting free rent in Maxine Waters' mind and he is driving her crazy. Impeach for what? You need grounds for impeachment and there are none. You can't impeach someone because you don't like them. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. Trump is the POTUS. That's not an option, that's a fact and it can't be changed unless said impeachment happens, but that reverts to the previous point where one needs a reason to be impeached and there is none. Lies and cheats? That's what most politicians probably do, so that's nothing new. Bully? To whom? ISIS? Who else? 45 has bombed ISIS, but that's about it. He has a weird handshake, but that's not bully behavior. Disrespects us all? How? I don't feel disrespect. I think Trump's hair and orange skin tone from his fake tan is hideous and looks like a clown, but that doesn't mean he's disrespectful to us all. Who exactly is disrespected and how? Clear that up while we're over here laughing at stupidity speaking loudly at the gay parade. Maxine Waters has become the poster image for what a mentally unstable person looks like. She needs to get up off of that thing. If he thinks he can mess with the LGBT community, he'd better look at what happened right here in West Hollywood. You deny, you disrespect, and you will find that there are people who have the courage to organize and to take back whatever needs to be taken back. We resist this president because he stands for the worst of everything. And guess what? I know that people may not quite be ready. I know some are a little hesitant. I know some are saying I'm not so sure, Maxine, that what you are saying is the right thing, but I'm saying, impeach 45. Impeach 45. How exactly is Trump messing with the LGBT community? How short is her memory, in that lunatic brain of hers, that she forgets that the LGBT community was actually the one messing with the Trump family when they hosted a really gay dance party outside of Imka's house in D.C. At least it was peaceful, unlike anything done by Black Lives Matter folks and basement-dwelling Antifa creeps. Organize and take back. Take back what? No one lost anything? It's mid-June and there's been protests left and right for the better half of 6 months and none of the protests have amounted to anything. They're just gatherings of losers complaining and crying instead of going out in the world and being productive or making a difference. Yet again. More proof that your protests are pointless and no one listens to, or likes, protesters. I love you all. And I know that we are going to take our country back from him. I know you have the strength. I know that you have the courage. I know that each of you knows you have the power. Stay woke. This sounds like something a Power Ranger would say to a group of young Power Rangers graduating high school.